Hi, I'm Karma Bass with Via Healthcare Consulting. Good morning. I was here today with the Critical Issues Summit, sharing a couple of key points with the trustees from Kansas. It was delightful to be here. And what I want, really hoping that people will take away from my session, is the idea that there are basically three things that boards really need to be doing in this day and age. And one of them is to focus on a strategy. Do you know where you're trying to go? And as part of that, how do you know you're getting there? So focus on the strategy, insist on rigor in your organization's performance. And then the second thing I think people really need to be focusing on is manage yourselves, manage your relationship with each other on the board, and manage that relationship with your CEO. During times of strife and difficult times, it is most important that people focus on having strong relationships, being able to understand expectations, and having serious conversations where we talk about the things that trouble us, where we talk about the things that we have differences of opinions. And where I see boards fail most often is not in having conversations that have conflict in it, but failing to have conversations where they disagree. So I really want people to lean into that. The third thing that I think is really important in this day and age, and part of the reason I'm so glad to be here today, is that boards really need to be educating themselves. You are volunteers as boards of directors, and I really appreciate that part of what you bring to the table, but it is not the time or the place to have amateurs. So we need professional trustees who are willing to lean into the work and understand the business of their organization, even while they remain in a governance lane, and be able to constantly be educating themselves because things are changing rapidly. I think board self-assessment is one of those things that is good governance hygiene that people don't find particularly attractive or interesting or sexy, but it is like brushing your teeth. If you want to have teeth when you're 90, you probably should do it. If you want to have a high-performing board, you probably should do a regular board self-assessment. And I think what's really important about a board self-assessment is, first of all, there's lots of tools out there. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Kansas Hospital Association has great resources available on its Govern Well website. But the most important piece is to do the self-assessment, to tabulate the results, and then have a discussion about it. If you do a board self-assessment, tabulate the results, put it in your packet, and approve it on consent agenda, it's like dropping 3/4 into a vending machine when you want a soda, but actually it costs you $1 and you walk away and you wonder why you didn't get anything to drink. You have to do that last quarter, which is to take time, talk about what the evaluation said, and then figure out what you're going to do differently, because you want to be doing a board self-assessment every single year, and you want to have a plan for governance enhancement as a result of what the board self-assessment said, because ideally, you're tracking your trends over time and you're seeing that the area where the board rated itself a little bit lower, like perhaps quality oversight, they don't feel like they understand that as well as they want to, then you put a plan in place so that we bring an education session to every board meeting, 20 minutes, and we have a topic on quality. And then next year when you do the board self-assessment, that section will have a little bit higher evaluation.